Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer the sporting questions from the chat. So get your questions in, people. You can see the title of this episode is Should Gareth Southgate be in charge of England for Euro 2024? With it being international break, it made sense to have this discussion. Plus more, though, because for those that are new here and haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, the audience in the comment section run the show. So like I said, get your questions in, people. If you are a member of the channel, then your question takes priority like a super chat. So if you're a member of the channel, I will star your question and I will get to it. Of course, if you super chat, I will get to it as well. So there are two surefire ways to make sure your question gets answered: is one, being a member, or secondly, super chat, people. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Big up to everyone who joined over from the raid from Lewis's channel. Shout out to my Don Lewis every single time. Big up to everyone who was here locked in already as well. But let's run up those likes, people. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, run up the likes. Over 40 people in here, only at 13 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. Like check 1212. Please share this across all the socials. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. So retweet and like from the Twitter, please, either at That's Me Flawless or at Sarcasm City TV. Same from Instagram. Share it to your socials. Doesn't matter how many followers you do have, because it does all help. Big up to Jez in the cut as well. What are you telling me, Jez? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I know we just was on the same thing a couple of minutes ago, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I still have to ask. But big up to Stephanie.
Just trying to run the board real quick.
Yeah, facts. I know what you're like. Big up Stephanie G. Jay, I see you in the chat as well. Warrior J goes on Flawless to answer the question on the thumbnail. Fuck no, crazy. Big up to Daniel, King Calvin, Kingsman, Nick, Cass in the cut as well. Eli goes on to say, if Southgate is the answer, I don't want to know the answer to the question. Big up Carefree Chloe in the cut as well. Good to see her in the chat as well. I believe this is Ryan. I think so. Anyway, Ryan's in the cut also. Yes, Ryan, you blessing everything, yeah?
Yeah, good, man. Well, I only saw you guys like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago. I still have to ask just in case people are new. I mean, people weren't watching the last stream and they're like, why do you not even say bless and make sure everyone's good? Even though all three of us were just on Shameless FC. For those that don't know, make sure you check it out after this as well. But get your questions in. The reason why this show turns into the purge is because the audience, you lot just be enjoying the carnage. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying the car crash, like on the motorway, the multi-car pilot. But yeah, get your questions in particular, members. If you're a member of the channel, people, get your questions in. But let's go to the title. Should Gareth Southgate be in charge of England for Euro 2024? You know, the crazy part is I never hear anyone say yes to this. I never hear anyone say yes to this. I never hear anybody give Gareth Southgate any credit. I actually think he's England's biggest issue. Because to me, if they have a competent manager, they win the Euros. Because I think they have the best team. They have the best squad. In my personal opinion. Go on, Jez. What are you saying?
Well, I'm gonna be the first one actually who's gonna say yes, and the only reason is because they only have 2 games left after today.
Yeah, true.
Where they're gonna play. That's the only reason why I say that, was because if they, in my opinion, he shouldn't be in the tournament, but they should have done that decision straight after the World Cup, which they didn't do, and they delayed it so late for me. Where you give him the next, let's say he gets stuck, and you give him the next manager only Brazil and Belgium, and then he has to go to the tournament. I don't know. I wouldn't feel right about it. For that next manager, I feel like people would, and you know how some fans would be like, because there are people who are still believers, Southgate believers, which I find crazy personally, but they do, then a lot more pressure on the new managers. So I feel it's just going to be going as what is planned currently, that he's just going to leave England after this Euros coming up. I feel like England should have just sacked him way earlier, so they get at least a new manager, at least maybe 2 international breaks, at least 3 international breaks. Like, we already had 3 international breaks just in general. So there was a lot of time to sack him if he really wanted to, and I feel like there's just no point to sack him no more. That's why I feel like it's the only reason why I say yes, in my opinion.
Yes, but when I say that in regards to should he be in, like, he should have already been sacked. It's not just the motor game. It's like when you look at the 2 tournaments he's been in, people were praising for getting to the semi-final and the final. I reiterate all the time, he should have won the Euros. Was it 3 tournaments? What's the third?
Yeah, 2 World Cups and
2 World Cups and
Euros.
1 Euro.
Oh shit, 2 World Cups. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So wait, who
Yeah,
did they go out to
2008
in the last World Cup?
France.
They went out to France, yeah, when Kane missed the penalty.
Yeah. That one completely bypassed my. Yeah. 100%. That one completely bypassed my. I completely forgot about that one. But yeah, when you look at the tournaments he's been in, like I say, he should have won the Euros. 110% should have won the European Championship without doubt. You're at home, one goal up. Have to win it, especially when you have the better team as well. And you have the better options off the bench on top of that. The World Cup, the 2018 one, I always say they should have got to the final. They should have got past Croatia. Did they probably lose to France? Yes, but you're in a final. You never know what can happen. Well, like I said, people are going to go crazy because he got to a final, because he got to a semi-final, because he got to a quarter-final. But hey, that's when Giroud dunked on Maguire. Yeah, people like to conveniently forget that when they say he plays well for England. Big up to Daniel as well, so it's not going to leave you out. Here's a super chat, my guy, always, no matter what. Hey, big up for the super chat, Daniel. Much appreciated as well. Cass says, flawless, what would be your starting 11 for England at the Euro 2024? This is a good question. What goalkeeper would I go with? Definitely wouldn't be Pickford.
I go Pickford, yeah.
I wouldn't go with Pickford. I wouldn't. I think no, I think Pope's a better goalkeeper than Pickford.
See, now the thing
even though he's made some errors, I think he's better than Pickford.
I think Pope started off the season badly, but recently he's actually been pretty good.
I think Pope is the better keeper. But I feel like there's something about Pope. While I feel like
his kicking's horrible.
That's definitely one of the things. I mean, not that Pickford's kicking is much better in my opinion, but in terms of just like, I feel like he buckets when the big game's on, and that's what I say. Like, if you want to have Pope in there, I don't really care. If you want to have Pickford in there, I don't really care. It's just because both of them, they're kind of similar in terms of when the big games kind of come, like they kind of just seem to buckle for whatever reason. So it's like, I personally just go with Pickford. I don't know, because maybe I'm just more used to seeing Pickford.
Yeah, we can all pick teams. Yeah, I would go Pope just because I think he's a better goalkeeper. So I'll go Pope. This is where the issues lies, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, Southgate has so many options; it's tough to pick a team. But he's just gonna pick some.
I mean, Casse is based on our opinion of what he should go with.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Should I go with my defense?
Yeah, go with your defense, because I'm here struggling in terms of
if everybody's fit, I would go personally with James.
Yeah.
Stones. Left back. I go with Luke Shaw left back. Actually, and then the last centre back. I go with Maguire because I feel like, and so I only say
Stones, Maguire, Shaw,
and Reece James.
Who's the right back? Reece
James. I go with that back line.
First.
What's you guys?
I think I'll probably switch. You know what? I'm probably going to back three.
Yeah,
I'm probably going with a back three. I'm just there thinking about it because I don't want to leave out Trent, but I don't want to leave out Reece James. So I just have Trent as the right wing back, Reece James right back. Right-sided centre back. Sorry, John Stones central centre back. I go Tomori left-sided centre back.
But then Tomori's right-footed, right? Because I don't think he's
they don't have a left-footed one. All right, switch it. I could easily play Stones there and play Tomori.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would in that case, I put just Stones and more wide.
I could play Stones left-sided centre back. I'm trying to think. I'm not playing Maguire. I'm sorry. I'm not. I go Tomori there, and then left back, left wing back. I'm trying to think. I don't want to play Shaw. It might have to be Shaw because I can't even think. Hey, chat, let me know about England left backs. Like, just options.
I mean, unless you want to play Chilwell or Tyreek Mitchell.
I'd play Shaw over Chilwell.
I go Chilwell from a left wing back perspective. Wow. I think
Chilwell ain't the best. I'll be honest.
I don't rate either of them.
I don't rate either of them, but like Chilwell.
That's why I just go. That's why I just go. Yeah, that's why I just go. That's why I went with Luke Shaw because I feel like out of all of them,
Shaw. Yeah, I'd probably go Shaw. He did, yeah.
Like not that, see this is not based off of me thinking that these guys are actually good in my opinion, but it's more so that I'm looking more on consistency. I don't even remember Shaw play like for England like that. But then again, he's like always
Yeah,
injured.
I'll probably go. What's your defense, Ryan?
I'd stay with the back four just because England's strong points are in midfield and attack, and I don't want to take a player less from them by playing the back five.
First.
I think it's dependent on the type of game you're playing in the tournament because if you're playing like a team who you're gonna dominate the ball against and gonna be on the front foot, I'd play Trent at right back. But if you're playing like a France, for example, I'd play Reece James. So I think that it's dependent on opposition. I'd play Stones centre back. You know what? I still really like Levi Colwell. I genuinely I know he's not in the squad, but like I just.
I forgot about Colwell. That's my left-sided centre back.
Class.
Sorry,
I think Colwell's
that's
class.
that's my left-sided centre back.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me switch it with me as well. I go with Stones right centre back, and then I go with Colwell.
Yeah, Colwell left. Yeah, I might switch to a back four. People, this is a work in progress. I may switch to a back four. Go on, Ryan. Carry on.
And then I'd go Shaw left back because like he's arse, but like he's less arse than Chilwell, isn't it?
He's the best of a bad bunch, basically.
Yeah, essentially, he is.
First. So go run through your back four again. Name it again.
Trent or James based on opposition. Stones, Colwell, and Shaw.
First. I think that might be my back four still. I'll probably go Reece James. Debating it. Midfield. I see this is where it gets tough. You know what? I switched people, so I got two to go from. So back four, I'm going with the Reece James. It's not about Colwell being better than tomorrow, Eli. It's the balance with the left foot. That's how I'm looking at it, just from a balance perspective. But yeah, my back four would be the same as Ryan's actually. So Reece James in goal, Luke Shaw left back, Reece James in goal. Reece James right back, Luke Shaw left back, and then go Colwell and John Stones as the back four. Midfield is an issue. Because I want to play. It's too offensive, man. But then I just go for it. But then,
that was it. Because the issue.
I'm thinking of Rice. Because I want to play Rice. I want to play Bellingham, and I want to play Madison.
That would be my midfield three straight away, though.
But that's way too. That's getting any coach.
I think Rice can play.
Yeah, but that's the point though. But that's the point that I was literally about to go and make. Because I was about to choose that midfield just because I believe. You saying about cohesive units, which I agree, but there are not that many good European teams though. If this was the World Cup, different story. But if in the Euros, I feel
come up against France playing the Tchouaméni and the Camavinga, they got.
And that's the problem now. So I'm like, I feel like against a lot of teams, England can play that midfield if it gets executed properly. But then once you go to
he's Rice by himself. There's no defensive help with that.
But then
I think Rice can do the job.
That's why my opinion. I believe it's more in opposition because I feel like if they play in Albania, if they play Serbia,
of course.
I think they can get away with it. But then the moment you go against France, Portugal, maybe fucking even Italy at this point, they can expose that in my opinion. So that's why I say I feel like I would just go with the Madison, Rice, and Bellingham midfield just because there's so many teams where I feel like they can actually outplay them if they play that midfield.
It'll be fun as well. Let's be honest.
It would be fun, of course.
Yeah,
but,
that is a 6 and 2 8s, I suppose, against.
Because I don't want. Like it's basically when City is. It's basically when I see Bernardo Silva playing in midfield for City next to Rodri, because Bernardo Silva wouldn't be playing in midfield for a lot of teams in this league outside maybe Liverpool, and City and Arsenal, which is the crazy part about it. Like other teams he would be playing, or other teams he would play out wide. So, yeah, I go with that midfield because I don't want to see Calvin Phillips out there, and I feel like the
options suck.
What pros I don't want to start. Like I wouldn't mind having someone like him in the squad, but I wouldn't want him to start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because if there was somebody who was competent who I could play alongside Rice, I'd play him. But the options are Calvin Phillips, Ward-Prowse, Henderson. Who else? Hey, let me know in the chat if there's a more defensive-minded central midfielder that I'm forgetting about.
But Gallagher can't play deep. But then Gallagher can't play deep. Like he's more somebody that you want with him. You want to have him up front pressing, not in the deep area. So unless you go to the championship and there's somebody that we don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you have to go Rice, Bellingham, Madison.
Yeah,
I just don't like that. That's just too open. Because they both can play. You do have a 6 and 2 8s. So you do have that. See, classifying Ward-Prowse, I'm like, I'd have him in the squad. Ward-Prowse.
I've never. I agree. I said this. For me, he will definitely be in the squad, but then again,
Rice, Ward-Prowse pivot.
One thing I do say is though that was my original thinking as well. But if you, let's say you do want to play a Rice, Ward-Prowse midfield, the difference with England, like I said, I do think England has that much talent where naturally they would just dominate a lot of teams. They would just like it's all about who they play against, in my opinion. Like I think, let's say it this way, England will play more worse teams than better teams, in my opinion, in the Euros, unless they get extremely unlucky in the draws.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would go with that. And what we saying, 2 out of 3, are we saying Saka and Kane?
Yeah, Saka and Kane, 100%. Saka and
Kane. What you saying, Ryan?
Yeah, Saka and Kane.
Why, you got something else? If you got another suggestion, let us know.
I was just trying to think, is there anyone better than Saka I can put on the right? But
no.
Obviously Kane's in. Kane's in with his eye shot.
Yeah,
but like,
Saka, Kane, and
Saka,
one of them.
I'll be honest, it is.
For me, left wing is whoever, and I don't really care too much.
You can put Grealish.
I'm saying Sterling. I'm saying Sterling.
Sterling, yeah, forgot about Sterling. Yeah,
I'd say Sterling.
Sterling's a shot.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing him starting left wing.
Jesus,
Daniel, I don't want to see Foden start.
Yeah, I want some. I need some. If Kane's up top, I need some direct pace either side. If Kane's playing up top, and Sterling and Saka will give me that. I'm saying, and then, like that's what it is. They will get, and then you got Maddison and Bellingham and that's a very good front five. Jesus,
got
that's
Palmer
a very good front five. Well. And then you got Grealish, you got Palmer, you got Rashford if he ever gets his act together as well. Right.
If he ever gets his act together.
Yeah, if he decides to pattern up.
Sancho, if he actually gets some move
if he gets a move, like I think we've done all right. You know what I'm saying? I think we've there we go. I think we've made the team. It is. Yeah, like I say, you got Cole Palmer as well as an option also. There's probably there's probably some attackers we're forgetting.
Yeah, there's definitely
Ivan Toney once he gets back as well.
Ollie Watkins.
You're getting feedback from you from Brian,
yes, right.
On your phone. You got headphones in? Oh, you know, got headphones in.
He's coming back anyway in a sec.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. Yeah, Sterling. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, this was our team. That was the question. Though. It was like the team we would pick, which I would say. Yeah. My like Nick just running bants. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in, but before we do, over 70 people in here. We're only at 25 likes. Like check 1212, man. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the toll, pay the tax, people. Let's get us up to 50 likes. Let's double that. Hit that like button right now. Hit the subscribe button as well. It is road to 9,000 subscribers. We're currently at 8,654. Girls to 8,660. Looking for 6 more subscribers. So we're looking to double the likes. Looking for 25 more likes to get us to 50. And we're looking for 6 more subscribers. There's over 70 people watching. Whether you're just watching this and you're not in the comment section and you have it on in the background, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. It is road. We're trying to touch 9,000 before the year's out. That's the aim. It's the 20th of November. By the end of the year, by 2023, I want to be at 9K. So that's what the aim is, people. And continue to get your questions in. Like I said, it don't have to be on England or Southgate. It can be something what's it called, Premier League related, or something else sporting related. Do I think England can win the Euros? No, because of the manager. But that being said, with a favorable draw, even with Gareth Southgate, yes.
Yeah,
they get a favorable draw.
That's why I was about to say yes as well. In terms of my question, I would say yes. Like, let's say France get a shocker like they did in the last Euros.
Yeah.
Now the tournament is completely open.
Yeah. Because they're one of the best teams.
Which, by the way, is something that I actually want to talk about because I brought it up in the group chat. Obviously, it didn't end up being a discussion that much, but see, because obviously I'm seeing a lot of Pogba stuff on my timeline, which shows you international break is on right now. Mm-hmm. And before anybody says, Jess, you don't rate Pogba, you don't think Pogba was this and that. Before I think people have listening problems at times. I think Pogba is an amazing, magnificent footballer. Even when he was at United, I think he was a magnificant footballer. But let's don't use our emotions and the nostalgia reasons after one game against West Ham. I know that season he was actually pretty good, but Let's don't use that one comp that I've been seeing on my timeline all day and saying how can people call him flop? He was a flop at United.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy to say because
at
at the end of the day, which is funny because I had that conversation elsewhere and somebody was talking about a lot of footballers would wish to have Pogba's career, which I actually agree with.
Yeah, because he's had a very successful career.
But I agree 100%. But if you really rate Pogba to those levels that you say it is, and you say how was he a flop at United, surely what he has done at United and even past United, surely there's a disrespect locally talking about that way that you talk about Pogba because clearly you rate him that much higher, in my opinion. That's why I say for me he was a flop at Man United. Like I've just been seeing that around, and I see people going crazy and say like, how can he be a flop? End of the day, he did come in with high expectation. Wasn't he like in that same year when he came in the top 10 best in the top 10 for the best players in the world, and then in the midfield, I think he was in the top 3. I think. So it's like, I'm sorry, he did came in with high expected expectations. And again, was he the main? Was it all his fault for being flopped in United? No. Like when you play with McTominay and whoever the other midfielder was, Lingard, I think, or Herrera and shit like that. Of course, it's not going to be an easy job, but then at the end of the day, let's stop using our emotions. Just be real for a second, in my opinion.
No, that's fair. And I'm a big fan of Pogba, but did he flop here? Yes, but I think people hear the word flop and think, oh, that means he never played well. That doesn't mean he's a bad player. That doesn't mean he didn't have good games. He helped Manchester United lift trophies. He was integral in that, but he wasn't brought in for that amount at that point to help us win Europa Leagues and League Cups. Like, that's not my biggest issue with Pogba and Manchester United. I say all the time was his injury record. He didn't play enough. I think he might have played 30 league games, over 30 or more league games once. That's not enough. It's not enough. I don't even think he ruined his own career. I think it's just injuries. I think injuries just hit him. That's what it was.
Yeah,
if I check it, he's playing 24 games here, 26 games here. Like, that's not. Let me actually check.
Because it doesn't do any help for any footballer. Like, it just breaks you. Like, you see Hazard talking about it. You see Ronaldo talking about it, how all these and I'm talking about R9 Ronaldo talking about getting tackled all these times, getting that rough treatment because you're that superstar on the team. Can have an effect on your body, and I think Pogba was also a victim of that. But again, I'm not gonna let my emotions cloud my opinion on that he flopped at United.
I'm looking here. Look, 30 league games this season, 27 the second, 35, 16, 26, 20. It's not enough. Take out the 30, cool. Maybe you had a couple of injuries, that's all right. But 35, but 27, 16, 26, 20. 2017-18 season, he played 37 league games across all comps. Not 37 league games, 37 appearances in a season. The 2019-20 season, 22. All right, even though he only played 26 league games in 2021, he played 42 overall. But 21, 22, 27, like, you don't play it, like, he didn't play enough. That's always my biggest issue. Have to play more. Yeah, man, injuries. Like, that's how I would look at it. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Sheik says, like I say, members, your time. Warrior J, I'll get to your question as well. Don't worry about that. Stephanie G, I got you too. Who are your favorites for the Euros? 4 teams that reached the semi-finals at least. I would definitely say France, England, and then the other two is open. I don't really rate these nations like that.
I think it's open. I think it's open after those two, in my opinion. I think England and France should be, unless some freak things happens, like I mentioned earlier, Switzerland, France. I say France. I say, me personally, my prediction is that France, England definitely going to be at least in the semis, and then I throw in Spain to make the semis, and then the last one is that last one is going to be tricky. I mean, even the third one was tricky.
Maybe.
Paul said Portugal's a shot. I throw Portugal in the mix. I throw Portugal in the mix. That's my third.
See, the reason why I don't want to say Portugal is because I can't like these guys are a definition of underachievers currently. Like,
that's true. But I can still see them reaching a semi-final though.
That's what I think. I could see them do that, but do I want to bet on it? I don't know.
Nah, I can't bet on it because you never know the draw. That's why. Because once the draw is made, has the draw been made yet?
No, not yet. Because December the 1st. I think it is. Yeah.
Someone said December the 1st, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, Timo was talking about it, man. Now, because see, if you ask me, even without the draw, I'm betting right now that France and England will be in the semis. Even because I just have that much faith in those two countries. Even
But
though,
then
yeah, Canada's
say they're on a collision course because of the groups.
Yeah, but still,
they could draw each other in the quarterfinal.
That's also true. That's also
December 2nd, Warrior J, big up.
Big up.
That's my 3
That's
anyway.
true.
That's 3 of my 4.
Yeah.
I would say France, England, Portugal.
So, you know, I just don't rate. I don't rate the Portugal team, man. I'm over that shit. I'm over that shit. So I'm saying England. I'm saying France, England, Spain, and I throw a little. I know what. I give it Belgium. Fuck. It's a surprise team right there.
Ryan, what are you saying?
France, England. I'd still say Portugal actually, and then Germany is shit. I don't think Belgium. I'd probably just say Spain or something. Probably Spain. But even they're pretty mid as well. So like, yeah, the quality is just crap now. I'll be honest with you.
Thanks.
It's really bad.
But you see what I said. But you see what I said. I believe England could get away with it with a lot of games in that tournament.
Bro, the last Euros, they should have won that.
Yeah, but who knows, man? Let's see what this tournament is going to bring.
And speaking of Euros, people, you will get live watch-alongs. Not every game, but you will get live watch-alongs on the Twitch. You will get live, like they won't be here. The live watch-alongs will be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, not the YouTube. Once the announcements are made, you know.
You know what? Spain out there, 100% agree, but then who else put in there? Like, for me, these two are low-key, like, they're kind of like the Joker's pick, in my opinion, where, like, that can change every time, in my opinion. But, yeah, man.
Welcome, my Don Eddie in the cut. Yes, Eddie, what are you saying, family? You good?
What up, though?
What up, though? What are you saying?
All good on a Sunday. You chill.
Love that. Love that. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We'll throw this question at you, Eddie. Favorite, the 4 teams you think will reach the semifinals in the Euros in the summer?
Damn. I would have to say, of course, France. Ooh. I'd say just purely based on talent, England. Then outside of that, you know, just the usuals. You can say Spain, of course, just because, but I don't know nowadays with the Gavi situation. Who knows what their team looks like in a couple of months? It's so far out because like these injuries have been coming like and going. So it's
closer to the time this can change in regards to injuries. I hear that.
Yeah, but I just think you know, between Spain and England, France and England, there's absolutely no excuse for those two not to be in the Final Four. With everyone else, I think it's kind of a crapshoot. Like,
yeah, I agree. I'll say that.
England, you know, you can't pick them because of the manager. And like when you look back at it, the fact that they lost to that Italy side is downright embarrassing. You know, just when you see how that team has developed overall. But hell, maybe is Italy in the running to go back? Have they qualified?
At the moment, I don't think at the moment they are actually like.
I'll have a look at the table.
They could. I think at the moment in time, I think they're in. I think right now they are in for the playoffs for the they can qualify via the playoffs. I don't think the old rights making the tournament at this stage right now.
It tripped me out seeing Udogi out there for them. It looks like they don't got their act together when it comes to, you know, what the real Italy is starting to look like these days. So
they're currently second in the group with England, but them and Ukraine are both tied on 13 points apiece.
Okay.
I've heard the holders of the competition should just be allowed a free pass into the tournament still.
It's Germany, bro. It's Germany.
Oh, wait. And wait. Hold up. And Ukraine play Italy in Ukraine.
No, Jazz, I mean the holders, because Italy won it last time. I feel
you're talking about the holders. Okay.
You know, like how Champions League winners automatically qualified.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's gonna be good. Ukraine played Italy today.
Low-key, that's a watch-along worthy, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, fam. I might have to. I didn't realize that until I just checked. Obviously, I checked the fixtures and seen Ukraine versus Italy in Ukraine. Winner takes all. Well, actually, Ukraine have to win because currently Italy are ahead. Is it? I'm presuming is it goal difference or is it head to head?
It's. I think it's. I can go and check what they do.
Well,
but
Italy's goal difference is better, but I'm not sure. Let me actually check.
Hopefully,
in regards to
just say this. Hopefully,
Okay.
my favorite European team, the Netherlands, gets their act together. Like,
let me see.
forgot
What are they doing? Let me see.
I hope
Netherlands.
they can finally put it together.
The Netherlands are just a. I'll be watching them. They look like a joke out there. I can't even lie.
It's crazy, bro.
They look
Like
a joke, man.
it always like. I was the biggest Iron Robin fan growing up. Like just him. Huntelaar was cool too. Like their whole squad was just like so saucy to me.
Yeah.
And they just never could put it together, especially with Van Persie in there too. Like it was supposed to be one of them ones, but they just never could cross the finish line. But hopefully, they have some talent out there. Hopefully they can put it together and get something out of this, because they're always like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like they're like that pretty chick that never gets chosen because I don't know, they got a bad attitude or bad breath or whatever it is. But they just need to get the job done, bro. I'm tired of just them like falling short, bro. It sucks.
See, but that's just that's just the history in it. Like it's what it is with them, to be honest. Like they always had good talents in their teams, but it's what it's like. But I found the criteria in it. So obviously it's position and then points. Then the third is goal difference, then number of goals scored, and then
Portugal's who escaped me. Portugal better get it together.
You was just talking about them before you joined.
Yeah,
that was one of my picks. That was one of my picks.
It is, yeah. Because time to try and brought up some decent points, to be fair, but then I looked at who Portugal played, and I'm like, no, like they did some serious amount of step pattern, in my opinion, but. Again, because they did that shit even before the last Euros, and last Euros I actually had them picked to do something. This time, no.
And I know these people.
I'm done. I'm done with
these
this.
People had to change their pants because Bruno scored a goal against whoever the fuck they scored against. So I know it's man. Everybody watch the slippage, man. Watch where you step out here, because these people done lost it. Bruno scored a goal against God knows who.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I said already, man. I'm done giving Portugal the credit that I used to just give them.
No, like Cristiano, why don't you get a major international trophy while you're on the pitch and not fake coaching? Shout out to my dog Messi. We do things different on this side, homeboy. But I still love you, Cristiano. It's all in love. It's all in love.
Yeah, like I said, with Portugal, their attitude, like if you take Bruno and Ronaldo out of that side, like they got a lineup. They just need to do that. They need to do the business. Jeremiah, I'll send you the what's it called now? I'll send you the link, my guy. I got you. Give me 1 second. And you lot continue to run up the likes, man. Still only at 31 likes and there's over 70 people in here. What are we doing?
I do not rate Bruno Cass. I do not rate Bruno at all, Cass. He is the enemy of progress, as one of my dogs would say. Shout out to Eli. Damn, you gotta deal with that with Kai Havertz. Damn, that's different.
Oh yeah, because we are gonna get to that as well.
But I do have to talk about sport, since we're on the term, literally on the tournament. Can we talk about how Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard couldn't help Norway get to the Euros, but then Romania, Switzerland, Hungary, Serbia, all those Albania.
Bro,
and the Czech Republic, all of them qualified for the Euros.
McTominay Scotland through, bro. I'm not hearing any excuses.
But Haaland and Odegaard couldn't carry the nation. Haaland and
Double R Mafia. We are alive. Ralph Ragnick leading Austria to the promised land. We are alive.
Where they're in the group. Actually,
they're second. They're second right now.
They're second. Okay, shout out Austria, man.
By the way, why is Haaland always injured for Norway? But then suddenly, when it comes to City, he's back fit straight away.
He got that City flu, bro.
He's running from the grind. He's running from the grind. It's what it is.
Of course.
Him start against us on the weekend.
Oh, that being said, though, because I'm looking here, that's another good game. Because I'm looking at the table. Speaking of the Austrian group, so Austria are currently, like Jed said, they're second in their group, and they are a point behind Belgium. And Austria play Belgium in the next round of fixtures today. It's another one. They play. It's Austria, Germany. Oh, that's gonna be a good. Yeah, Austria played Germany. So who did Belgium have? So that's gonna be a good game. Was Austria actually playing for something? Hold on one sec.
No, that I think that is a friendly though because
Is that
Germany's
friendly?
already
Friendly.
Germany is already straight.
Nah, you right.
In
I
three
thought
years.
it was
I think,
another head-to-head thing. But go on.
Yeah, no. But no, yeah, like because do Austria and Belgium play each other though?
Nah, I think is that group done. Yeah, I think
that group. That group is done.
Yeah, it's done because it's 8 games played. Some of them have got 8, some of them 7. Because there's 5 teams in each group, so there's gonna be some teams have already played and like where there is. Look at this group: Albania, Czech Republic, Poland, Moldova, Faroe Islands. You know, wow, crazy.
Yo, I find it crazy. Because obviously you know how have hope.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I was watching his stream yesterday, and they were talking about the Gibraltar France game because obviously that got literally lubricated, sacrificed, 14-0, 14-0.
Yeah, that's crazy.
14-0. How do you feel about? Because I do believe that every nation has a right to represent their country, in my opinion.
Agreed.
But should there be not something where like
they should put them in pools, like so they're like in terms of like caliber, like there's no good
caliber because my opinion, bro, Gibraltar can't play. Gibraltar, I don't think they're even. The funny thing about their team is that they only have one stadium in the whole nation.
That's crazy.
And so everybody uses the same stadium, even the one league that they have. Everybody's using the same stadium, everything. Bro, it's the stadium is next to an airport. Like,
for good reason.
Like, bro, Stamford Bridge is bigger than the whole nation itself. It's an island.
Crazy.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you expect these type of guys to come up against France and 100% for everybody has the reason, everybody has the right to fight against each other. But damn, this is like
it should be. I'm with you. There should be some
form of ranking system or tier system.
Like all those teams that are low on that index should be in the same group, and maybe one or two of them or whatever it is get the spot in the actual Euros. Because for these guys used to come out here and get waxed every year, just like, come on, what are we doing?
Perhaps they just need to do like.
Go on, Eddie. But no, I mean, again, it is UEFA running the show, so you know how the fuck that goes. They could care less about. They could care less about like what people actually need to see and what makes money or not. I don't even know how these games make money for them, bro. I guess because they're bringing
people do go to the
I guess that's it, really.
What I would say is I don't know how it would work, and this is just me throwing this idea out, but do like a Europa League version of the Euros. Yeah, how it would work and when it would happen, I don't know. For these nations to have something to you know what I'm saying, to actually try and achieve, you know what I'm saying, and kind of not level the playing, but something like there's no point you just out here Azerbaijan and Malta and these teams just getting absolutely just packed. Yeah, like Faroe Islands
can do this whole like putting these same kind of teams in the same group because that guarantees like at least
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking.
The World Cup, like the World or Euros, they're supposed to be there for entertainment. These tournaments and like these men are just going to get hammered in that tournament. Let's be honest, continuous.
I heard that too, but then at the same time they get hammered also in the qualifiers. So like for me, like I do believe there needs to be a.
They
I do believe
the World Cup contain the best
tournament
team.
by themselves. Yeah, they should just put them in a tournament by themselves.
Yeah, the World Cup. It's like.
Let them compete for that. Yeah, like I don't know when they would do it, how it would work, but
I think they would never do that. I think they would never do that, but it's just my thoughts because it's like it's crazy that we see every international break they go out there, getting the ass whooped and go back home to the part-time jobs. But nah, I don't know. Like I said, I think I feel like there should be done something differently, you know.
Yeah. And we're talking about the 14-0. Yeah, like what use is that? Like they need to figure that out. Big up to my guy Alam in the cut as well. Just shout out the guys, run up the likes and subscribe so you don't miss any streams. Big up to Eli who says, what do you think about number 29? So we're talking about Kai Havertz for those that don't know, playing left back yesterday and scoring as well, flawless. I didn't watch the game.
I have to go first in that.
Go on, you go. Yeah, go on, Jess.
Nagelsmann, man. To be fair to him, he's just trying some new shit out, and it's just a friendly in. So like, I'm actually not that angry about him. Ironically, the issue is that you're just bringing more embarrassment to. Sorry, you're bringing more eyes and more embarrassment to the country as there already is with what Hansi Flick has done. This is the one thing. But man, German football has declined to the deeps of hell. The back line can't defend. The goalkeeper can't save a shot. The I'm telling you, Kimmich, good player for Germany, overrated as fuck in my opinion. Overrated as hell. Gundogan too, overrated as hell. Like the attack stinks. Havertz was at some point a striker there, not anymore. But we still Fulk. Shout out to Fulker. Shout out to Fulker because I feel like he's one of those terminal type of strikers where like nobody has a Scooby Doo who he is, but he can come and pop up with a goal. But other than that, this team is just so awful. Like I don't even care about them anymore. But bro, you could have had Timo Werner playing left, but I don't really care. I think it was just silly because you just put more eyes on the country in terms of embarrassment, and then he lost to Turkey as well. Fun fact about that Turkey team: that wasn't even the full strength team, and they were in Germany after scoring that goal, by the which the position of Harvard was no reason why Harvard playing left was no reason why they scored that goal. But yeah, after that goal scored, couldn't control the game whatsoever. Turkey was just hooping the ball, was just hooping out there, bumping the ball, and Turkey just doing what they can do as well, to score goals. And yeah, just couldn't handle them. And it's just mad. It's just mad to me how long is it going to take for German people to finally actually sit here and say these players have to take also some responsibility to take as well? Because as much as I was on Hansi Flick's ass, I always kept mentioning how, in my opinion, these players are a disgrace to the country too.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, you know. It's like when you look at what that country was able to do on an international football level, like Spain's dominance was one thing, but their dominance was like, I just feel like it was to such a level even
Eddie,
higher.
let me just cut you off. Just to sorry, Eddie, sorry to cut you off. Just to get to something to nag in the comment section a new person who says, Rich coming from a loser country who won absolutely nothing since Bobby Charlton. There's 4 people here. None of us are England fans. Let me just clarify that, people.
I'm ironically German too, so
none of us here are England fans. There's only 2 people who are actually from England on the panel. Neither myself or Ryan are England fans. You know what I'm saying? So let me just clarify that. And there's 0 England fans. So before people jump in the comments just running their mouth, ask. You know what I'm saying? Nobody here is, none of us 4 here are England fans. So, you know, just so I get to that. Sorry, Eddie. Just had to clarify.
No worries. Yeah, but just okay. Don't turn into some keyboard bangers in the chat, people. Talk with some courtesy, please.
Just ask. That's what I don't get. Man could have easily just asked, but you know, we move.
Yeah, it's weird behavior.
It's very strange.
Because like I will never. Me and the homies watching that game, watching the way that Germany put the children in Brazil into tears on an international was crazy. And then you just go on to that. So that's like 2014. And then after that is when you saw the decline. But they had years, they had like a damn near 7-year stretch where it was like who's showing up to get second place. So there's always going to be a downturn. But unfortunately, it just seems as though they haven't even replenished on the talent level somewhat close to what they once were, you know? And I think it's just because they were so dependent upon those mainstays in the squad to carry them over and over and over again that their younger talent didn't get to develop in the heightened moment. So now they're kind of learning how to handle it all, you know?
See, I would agree with that, but then again, when we talk about guys like we're talking about guys like Kimmich and Gundogan, and we talk about these guys specifically and talking about how for their own clubs, we consider them world class or at least top class at bare minimum, top class to world class.
Yeah.
Yet for the country, that I don't even think they've been great. I think they've been average or overrated.
No, I hear that.
That's my point. There is experience in this team. You can't tell me this team is worse than the South Koreans. That 2018 team was not worse than South Korea and whoever.
You've had some unforgivable moments. I'll give you that.
Right. That's why I say, even though I agree with what you're saying, in the same time, I think these guys need to look in themselves and be like, when can they actually start taking responsibility for their performances out there because never do I see anybody want to take responsibilities or it's the whole. Remember the whole shit that they did in the World Cup with the covering their mouth and bullshit there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's
Then
that?
yeah.
I was like, yeah, because I think it was a campaign against Oilers and shit, but then they played in the World Cup, which didn't make sense whatsoever. But so you do all that shit in the World Cup, and then you go out the way you did against Costa Rica. This is not even Costa Rica's best teams. Like,
and it's
Costa
like
Rica,
when you do that, you gotta ball. You gotta ball. You can't have any type of showing that like you're there to make a statement instead of play football. Then you just look so crazy. So I hear you. No, yeah, there is no room for excuses from them. That's a fact. Like they had a bunch of performances that were just unexcusable. So now I hear where you're coming from too. I hear that.
Fair, that's fair. Got to big up as well. Timo's in the building. Yes, Timo, what are you saying? Looking Chelsea'd out.
Hey, all good, man. All good. And shout out to everyone here. Laker Nation, Eddie, and Daniel in the chat. You can hold that. Bottle 21-point lead. They ball 21-point lead in the first quarter and they lose by 5 to Chicago Bulls. Absolute bums.
Couldn't be us. We don't know the feeling
of that. And it's been a minute since he's been on the channel, but good to have him back. Yes, Jerry, what are you telling me, young G? You good?
Yeah, bro. Nice seeing you, man. It's been a minute, man.
It's been a strong minute, man. Hope you're blessed, man. I hope you're blessed.
Yeah, blessed, man.
And
let me answer your question real quick, Flawless.
Yeah, of course. Floor's yours. Go on.
Cass, I do not. I've said it once. I'll say it again. Ten Hag is a fraud. He has been found out, and his time will come. His time will come.
Oh, what a three!
What game you watching before we get to it? What game are you watching, Timo? Just quickly, what game?
Suns and Jazz.
Okay, first. Yeah, go on, Jerry, because we've not heard your thoughts on this. And just to clarify, Cass, you asked me who do I support international football? Jamaica, Barbados. They're the two. But however, in tournaments, any Caribbean or African nation I root for once tournaments on. So like World Cup, no matter who's in it, Caribbean nation, African nation, that's who I'm supporting. All, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I'd love nothing more than to see any Caribbean nation or African nation win the World Cup. Well, yeah,
let's have a moment of silence though for Nigeria's bum ass team. They keep on embarrassing the continent.
Oh, Eddie, please love me, man. Please.
Hey, now Jerry, you have to hold up, fam. Lesotho, like South
Lesotho. I swear it was. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. I called him South Africa B because I don't know what. When I looked at the map, I don't know what the fuck that was.
It might be like on the. It don't make no sense, man.
Come on,
man. They gotta do better, man.
And then Zimbabwe.
That was the one.
Hey, and this was say the thing is because I have bad Nigerian friends and like friends in my circle, and I'm cool with them and that. But when it comes to football, they were talking the wildest shit when we was losing to the Comoros Islands and that shit. That's why I'm just about to get my lick back now, because like Zimbabwe, bro, come on. And then after all that nonsense with Oshiman and Boniface and Nathan Teller and who else, Gift Orban, all that praise about the attackers. How about that your goalkeeper can make a save? How about your midfielders can actually control a game of football? Like, nah, like, you know what? This is just the beginning. Obviously, is Ghana doing themselves pride of themselves? No, it took us like a last-minute winner to beat Madagascar. But bro, I'm shameless as hell for this one because I've been waiting to crush it on Nigeria for a minute.
And Ghana's a close second. I still haven't forgiven them losing to the U.S. the way they did.
Hey, I always said we are disgracing ourselves, but Nigeria though, come on.
Nigeria, they're doing it. Come on, they got to get it together. They do.
But
go on, Jerry, because we haven't spoken in. I don't think we've spoken pretty much all season, so I don't know your thoughts on what.
Last time we spoke was the after World Cup when I became Southgate out.
Jeez, so we ain't spoke about Manchester United in a minute.
Even before the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, because your thought.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Like before the FA Cup, was it the Carabao Cup? I was thinking it was
Carabao Cup. Sorry, Carabao Cup. Thank you, just reminding me that.
Yeah, it's cool. So your thoughts, Jerry, on like what's going on this season? Where do you stand with Ten Hag? Where do you stand with the players? The whole Jim Ratcliffe thing, etc. Floor's yours.
See me, yeah. Like when I saw Harry go Ten Hag, yeah, after having the season, yeah, I said to every United fan, it's gonna take time. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's going to take. It's not gonna be because we've been shit for 10 years. Like he's not one of the reasons why we're so shit, but we've been so bad for 10 years. Which every United fan needs to understand that it's going to take time. That it's not gonna take like it's not going to go from 0 to 100. Yeah, I know this is going to be. I said that. Yeah, like last season was a good season. Yeah, after that final year, we need a huge clear out. We're gonna need a huge clear out. Yeah, so far it's done that so far, but some players are just trying to throw under the bus. Yeah, but not everyone. But one thing I back Ten Hag. Yeah, I'm still Ten Hag in. Yeah, but the things that he does that I don't like how they handle that such a situation. Yeah, I know people talk about player power thing. Yeah, but in that situation, yeah. I'm behind Sancho on this one because he should not be calling anyone out. Like if someone calls me out, I'll do the exact same thing. So that's on him. And I don't know why I'm trying to have fallout with all the big players like Varane. Like these are type like Varane, Sancho are very quiet players. They don't have issues. I don't know why he's trying to cause problems with them for no reason. That's a thing for me in it. But Ten Hag, but because this feels Ten Hag has favorites, yeah. Every man has favorites, yeah. But Anthony, there, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this guy yet because I don't know what this guy. I don't see him next season because after what I've been seeing from him, with Rashford let me down after that good season I saw last season. I want him sold as well. I want so many players I want to get sold. Luke Shaw, I want him gone as well. Rashford, I'm sorry, but I don't want players that inconsistent. If we want to go win league titles, then we have to make ruthless decision, yeah. And start buying big players, poor players that is gonna help us compete for a title, yeah. And that's why I said if we sack Sanhag now, yeah, we're gonna be in the same position again. We all can't be sacking managers every season, yeah. Every club is different. If we sack him now, we gotta be in the same position again. That's why I give him this season, yeah, to assess, yeah. I know we're having bad seasons so far, but next season we'll be seeing there were if it happens again next season and back him next season, then yeah, then there's gonna be question marks. But this season I have to get let off. And Hoyland is an amazing player. I love him. But I did say to everyone that he's young. It's gonna take time for him to get used to the league because he's only 20. I'm not gonna professional, and I'll be very honest, Flores. I've never ever compared him to Holland. Like people need
Yeah,
to
of
calm
course.
down.
Yeah,
People
people
need to
need to
stop
relax with
overhyping.
that. I hear that.
People need to stop overhyping our players. Yeah, some of the players in the squad are good, yeah, but they all have most of it average. Like some don't have good season, yeah. Next season they fall off. Like like Luke Shaw one good season, yeah, and then the following year he falls off. Then when Master came in, he had a good year again, and then it's inconsistent. He's been in 9 years. Rashford 30 goals last season. I know what's happened to him this season again. Like so many players are inconsistent as well. Bruno Fernandes, like I don't really care about. I don't. I'm not gonna talk about him because he's a good player, but like he's just so inconsistent. Like he turns up in small games, yeah, but in big games he doesn't turn up, yeah. And that's why I don't show him respect. Like people don't respect him. I don't abuse him, but there's so many players in the squad that don't look up to him. Like, what do you think Casemiro and Varane got to look up to him? Like, listen to him? No, they won't, because they are Champions League winners. What Bruno's done in his career? Nothing. And yeah, that's what I've got to say, really. I'm just going to give him Ten Hag time, but he just needs to stop from the outplay. That's the only thing he needs Ten Hag to stop doing right now.
Don't worry about it, Jeremiah. Leave the abuse to me. I'll take care of the abuse, my boy. Leave the abuse to me.
I don't abuse people as well, yeah.
Here the thing is though, Jerry, what you said, what you mentioned there is in regards to sacking managers and what's going to happen. So let's say because people are asking about the ownership, and to Warrior J who says, has there been any news? I think I'm hearing today is supposed to be announcement, but who knows with these?
I don't know.
Let's say though, let me ask you a question though, Jeremiah. In regards to, let's say the ownership does come in and they switch it up, and we get like footballing people in positions of power in regards to in the hierarchy. Would you then be more comfortable with sacking Ten Hag if we had footballing people making those decisions in regards to sacking the manager and bringing in a new one?
See me, I'm 21. Yeah, I don't really know much about ownership and stuff. Yeah, I'm still learning.
I respect that. See that before you carry on. You see, you lot. Honesty, you know what I'm saying? See that self-awareness. If Manchester United hierarchy had that self-awareness, we'd be in the same position. It's okay to not know stuff. Go on, carry on, Jerry, because I'm much older than that and I don't know too much about it, but carry on. It's not just you. Trust me.
I don't get gassed about overthink. That's why I see when they kept talking about what's his name? The Qatari thing. Yes, they have money, but are they sure you're going to spend the right properly. Same with the Jim Ratcliffe, yeah. Like if they come in, yeah, tomorrow, yeah, and the first thing they do is sack Ten Hag, then I'll be Ratcliffe out because like is no reason for you just come in a job and you just sack someone. Like for example, if a new head teacher comes into school, yeah, and first thing they do they sack 5 teachers, yeah, then that's going to be more of an issue. Until there's a reason, don't sack him. Yeah, give him end of the season. Then if you see there's no future with him, then yes, I'll understand the sacking. But don't come in, see how it goes. Yeah, get given the plays he wants. Yeah, and then if you see future with him, then keep him. But if you
Do
don't
you
see
see a
future with
future?
him,
Let me ask you though. Do you see a future with him?
Ten Hag personally,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. That don't surprise me because I know your character.
Because I think I think he's the best manager we've had since X-Rex because he won the trophy for a season. That's all. And he won the trophy with a striker scoring 0 goals, and with if injuries happening, yeah, and that's why he deserves
So
time for
who do
me.
you think's missing that makes a huge difference to Manchester United? No, take
Is
Martinez out
missing.
of it. Yeah, Casemiro because you mentioned injury.
Martinez is a big misser.
Martinez and Casemiro, I agree. But is there anyone else you look at in regards to the injury list and go, they make it? Because I think our biggest issue, even though we have many issues, is scoring goals, and I don't think any of the players coming back help that.
The issues are with Rashford or Bruno are the two main issues at football club right now, and I think we need to like get players that are better than them, and that's why I made a comment that if we sign Mbappe, if someone asks me, will I sell Rashford for Mbappe, I'll do it every single day of the week right now because Mbappe will score goals consistently,
I
and
thought he was about to say
Rashford's
no.
not
I'm
good.
not gonna lie, Jeremiah. I thought he was gonna say
Huh?
no. We'll carry on. I
I
thought
was
when you
never gonna
said
say
that, I thought
no.
he was gonna say. I thought he was
Nah,
gonna.
I was not gonna
He's
say
gonna lie.
no. Nah, Mbappe has
No
always been
offense.
like ever since that World Cup. Like, nah, I want this guy so
Mm,
bad in my club, man.
mm.
But honestly, yeah. Well, in the injury list, I think the most important people right now is Ahmad because I think he's probably the best right wing you have. No, Sancho, but obviously he's full out of Ten Hag right now. Ten Hag, so he's gone. Ahmad, who else? Ericsson, well he's injured right now. Hoyland, Wamasaka, those were the and who else? Amrabat. Those are the players that are big miss. That big miss.
All right, fans, but Hoyland's played, you know what I'm saying, most of the games, even though he's injured now. Ericsson's played most of the games. I don't think Wan-Bissaka helps from an offensive standpoint. Diallo, I hear you, but I'm not sure how much he would have played him, but I do want to see Diallo back just to see the level he's at because he's only played a handful of times for us, like just in general. And when I've seen him, like, you good? And then obviously
He only played 3 games, and now he only played 3 games, and now was on the Ollie.
Yeah, and even in them games, I was like, I remember he scored the goal against AC Milan. So yeah,
that was cool. Yeah.
Yes, and big up to Booner. I see you. Says big up, flawless and guess. Hey, love to you lot. Large up everyone that is tapped in. There's over 80 people here. We're still only at 44 likes, people. Get us up to 60 likes. Get us up to 60 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well, man. We're still short of 8,660. Get your questions in. If you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So I'll star your question if you're a member, and then we'll get to it. Link for the memberships in the pinned comment. Yeah, go on.
Can I talk about England now? Can I talk about England
Yeah, of
now?
course. Yeah. Go on. Floor's yours.
So
Yeah.
for the England thing, yeah, I'm gonna back him, but I don't see him winning it because, like, thing is, there's gonna be moments. Yeah, like, I've learned my lesson now. Like, I've been supporting England since 2016, and I've been always been talking reckless. I can admit that because when you first met me, I took a lot of reckless. I was only 18.
Yeah,
Don't forget them days.
you was
I
18.
was.
So,
But
hey,
I've learned
Ryan's
the
here,
lesson
man.
now.
I'm used to people talking reckless. Don't worry about it. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, like me, because me personally, I'll back the team, I back the manager, but literally, I don't think there are going to be moments where England will do well, but when we get to semi-final and get to final and get over the line, that's when we start to crumble. Like there's going to be moments in that game against France, yeah, that players that should be starting and Rashford should be started in that game in that World Cup because he's been probably about one of the most informed player in that time. But this season now it's difficult for me who am I going to pick now because people get injured now. The only players that are informed right now is Kane, Saka, who else? Foden, Bellingham, and Rice. Those are all the players that are in form right now for the clubs. So Southgate, I want him to pick a squad, but Southgate will start playing players that I haven't playing. Like I don't know why he's dropping Sterling. I don't know why he's picking Karen Phillips, even though he hasn't played a game for Man City. Like there's so many things that just don't make sense. If it's favoritism, I can't.
Favoritism?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't trust Maguire. He's playing well this season, but Maguire should not be starting for England for me.
Well,
That's my personal opinion.
like you said,
England.
Yeah.
But like I said, yeah, England will go fast, but I don't think we'll go over the line. And I hope, because I heard rumors that Southgate will step down after Europe, and I hope that happens. Because I don't see him long term.
No, I hear that.
I was at that game against Malta. I was at that game. I don't know about you guys, but I went to sleep first half.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
I didn't watch the game, but I was falling asleep.
I was half watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you even go?
I didn't watch it.
Timo is a fan of football, so I respect.
Hey, I can't lie, man. I got free tickets, bro.
Yeah, of course. That's why you got.
Let me answer one thing real quick, quickly.
Yeah, of course.
Dominique, shout out to Antonio Pierce. He's been my favorite, Raiders coach in a long time. Well, we lost today, but yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So shout out to him.
Do you know who else lost? India. Hold that.
So yeah, for those that don't know, Australia beat India in the World Cup final in India.
Not just beat, humiliated.
What was the score? What was it?
They won by 6 wickets in the. It was a really good game, to be fair. But in the end, they won comfortably, Australia. So yeah.
Crazy. No, he was putting Trent and Gallagher and Henderson in the pivot.
Yeah, Gallagher and Henderson. Okay, yeah, that is crime.
And Trent as well. Trent as a DM basically.
But big up to Eli. He says, "What do you guys think about instead of doing these dead international breaks, just do it all in one, as to not disrupt the flow of the league?" I hear you on that. They need to pattern this. These international, the season starts, we're 3-4 games in, international break. Then in September or wherever, international break. November, international break. It's like, just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And play the 7-8 games over a period of time, and let's just get this patterned. Instead of interrupting club football for this nonsense. Yeah, I do agree with you on that, Eli.
But then I think the reason why they do that.
This is why some players get easily injured. Like, look what happened to Gavi now. He's out for the whole season now.
Nah, but to be fair with the Gavi one,
Vinicius as well. Vinicius don't get that.
To be fair with the Gavi one, the coach is a dumbass because Gavi got injured 2 minutes prior to that, and the coach put him back in, and then he got the ACL on his knee. So I'm like, and he was already hurting. So the manager should have just took him off then. But he said, "Fuck it, I play." 2 minutes later, ACL.
Was ACL?
Yeah, he got ACL on his knee. That's what they're saying.
It was ACL, bro.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I blame for that one. For that one, I blame the manager. But I do agree with the overall point. Which again, you see the amount of players who do turn up and talk even in the media about how it's a lot of football matches that have been played, and I know if of course I do agree they should do it all at once. But I think the only reason why they're doing it is because again, money, one thing, and two is also just a thing of they don't want to disrupt. I think COVID fucked up a lot of things first and foremost because I think the scheduling and how they went on it, I feel like they trying to just fit everything in. So, for example, after this international break ends, I think women's football international break is then on, and this is how it works pretty much. Like when men's international break is on, they have the women's obviously have the leagues, but also the Champions League. Then when the men's return, they swap pretty much around where the women's have their international break, and the men they do play Champions League and their leagues. So it's like obviously now this is the last international break until what March,
which is nonsense. And again, the worst thing about international breaks is when they do the friendlies.
The next one, the next one coming up is the friendlies, which is like for me kind of pointless because for me you might as well have the friendlies like you had it when you had them. I think wasn't there like friendlies 1 week prior to the World Cup? I think there were a bunch of friendlies played, but for this one to have
they were like behind closed doors though.
Yeah. But still, at least you have them.
If you're gonna do put something on them. Like for instance, what they used to have. I remember it. This is like before my time when they had for the England for the home. Like they had the Home Nations League. That was like England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. Run that. You know what I'm saying? Run that. Like that's at least something. Like use the rivalries. Like if for Germany, for instance, I don't know, have Germany, Austria,
France, Belgium, and Netherlands.
somebody else. Like, yeah, like throw it, like, yeah, like whatever the case may be, whoever the rivals are, like for the Scandinavian sides, have them in a tournament, like play rather than just pointless friendlies. England versus
like
Andorra.
For me, I personally would only have the friendlies if you at least have it like 1 week before the actual tournaments, because then you give at least some some countries at least, okay, it's just a little bit more preparation. But having friendlies in March, but then the tournament is in the summer, is stupid for me, because there's not any they're not going to be any friendlies before that.
There's going to be friendlies. There's going to be Brazil versus England in March and Belgium as well.
See, yeah, I'm saying Brazil versus this is a money grab. Yeah, absolutely. Like stripping this, and just to clarify, switch your names back to this from Mario J. I did start this earlier. So, fellas, by the way, what's the situation with Takeover? Any news? Nothing. Like I say, we just hear a report. It's supposed to be today,
he's lying.
But it's not. We're all right. So I know. Am I in the know? Yeah, is that what you're telling me?
You're the Manchester United things United Standard account. They told us the other day. They told us the other day that maybe tomorrow, maybe not.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe that's just guys a crook. So just to clarify, people know I don't know what is going on. Stephanie G says, will Liverpool take points off City at the Etihad next weekend? That being said, on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, there will be a watch along for that game. There'll be 3 watch alongs that day, people. Manchester City, Liverpool, Newcastle United versus Chelsea, and Arsenal versus Brentford, people. But will they take? I think City win.
We are all Geordies. They're the last hope of defense who get these absolute cheaters ruining the game of football. Make football great again. Ban Chelsea. Make football great again. Ban Chelsea. Relegate Chelsea.
I want my Premier League back.
Chelsea and City being relegated would just be funny. Do I think it happens?
Bro, we doing a 24-hour stream talking about it. What the hell?
Oh, it'd be funny, man. If they get relegated,
City should never be allowed to play football again.
It'd be funny. If
Make football great again.
What happened to Man City thing? What happened?
City basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Great, mate. You know what I'm saying? Great. Yeah. Well,
I can't lie. I think that's a proper cringy song, you know. Like, I hate Man United and all.
It's the hooligan song, man. Anyway,
it's a proper cringy song. I can't even lie. It's just weird.
But Jerry, what happened is it's that obviously Everton got points deducted. I think you know about that one. And Everton put in their statement a little paragraph talking about how they will be monitoring. That was the word being used. Other Premier League clubs as well, just to make sure that it's not just not only them that gets punished. And now there's news letters coming out saying how Manchester City and Chelsea could potentially maybe get investigated further, or maybe even get charged. They haven't been charged yet or anything, pretty much nothing has happened yet. But what they're saying is that they maybe could be in trouble if anything should be happening, and maybe they go after them, and evidence has been found, everything like that, where potential relegation could be there for both Chelsea and Man City, which is probably very unlikely, if I'm being honest.
Of course, yes, because rich people always pay for their crime.
100%.
Rich people always pay for their crime.
I always said already, City have more charters than fans, but yeah, I'll be honest. If they get relegated though, Timo, I want my Premier League back. I want my Premier League back. That 2061, I think it was. Yeah, I want my Premier League back then. If Chelsea do get relegated.
So yeah, that's
it's a tie between Liverpool and Liverpool. It's a tie between Liverpool and Liverpool.
But you know what? To be fair though, if Chelsea and City do get relegated, United get another Premier League because United finished second that one season.
Very funny.
2021. That was 2021.
Hey, you got it.
Final.
I'm good.
League titles.
But like I say, just you know, it'd be great if like Chelsea or City did get relegated, because then you find out who's actually a true fan of the club. Because I guarantee, and I include United in this, a lot of people, a lot of content creators, a lot of your fans would stop following, stop watching. Guaranteed. If United win the championship, or Chelsea or Manchester City or Liverpool, the list goes on. I'm telling you that right now. I'd love to see it happen to City. Will it happen though? They ain't getting no relegated, man. They just hit Everton with 10 points.
Yeah.
So why would they then? And City been on these charges for the longest. Hey, Jason, I'm not saying City did cheat. I'm saying hypothetically, let's say they were guilty. I would not say they are. What would I call a fake fan? In what sense, Cass? You're gonna have to clarify.
But because City have so many more charges and more serious charges, if they got found guilty of quite a few of those serious charges, it probably would have to be something like relegation, because they've already set a precedent by giving Everton a 10 point reduction, you know, for basically one charge that isn't really as bad as any of the charges that City have got in it. So if City are found guilty of some of the more serious ones they've been charged with, they do have to probably relegate them then, because they've already set the precedent with the Everton thing that they've kind of got no choice then, to be honest.
See, you know, the funny part about that is, let's say in a world where that actually is true, you know what I think they do? There would be just that shameless to say, you know what, just hold like a 15-point deduction just because of that, and then instead of that you get maybe a transfer ban.
Yeah,
one or two
I was going to say,
I think
they're not going to do anything significant. That's my
point. That's why I say, like, I'm just talking more about let's say in a world where they do get charged something, because in my opinion, again, like I talked before actually on somewhere else where Chelsea and City are just that big of a brand to the Premier League where it would just be stupid. And I always say, it's like, leagues show more bias to the better teams or more important teams in terms of the revenue than other teams, which they're not. Obviously, they don't want to show.
Before you go, Jason, nobody here. You lot gotta relax. No one here has said City are guilty.
Yeah, nobody said
one
that.
person has said.
I said, bro. That's what I said earlier.
Excuse me, Flawless. Yeah, they're guilty as sin. They're guilty.
Okay, so Eddie's now said. So there you go. You can aim your disdain, but no one else up until that point has said. You lot gotta be paying attention to what we're saying. Because all we're talking about here is, I legit said it verbatim. Hypothetically speaking, if they are found guilty, what will happen? And Cass, is never okay to change your football team. Just to clarify.
No, we're cool. But now what I was saying is that I think all those FAs from all these countries, they should show more bias. Like, I feel like I do hear what Ryan's saying in terms of it would look bad because you kind of setting a standard now. But I can't like they would. I think they would just go.
They do more with worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my point. That's why I was going into.
You will get a 5-match ban for a bad tackle. Someone gets found guilty of racism and will get a 4-match ban.
This is what that's why I was about to go into and say. I think there would be. I think there would be this shameless where there would be say, you know what, fuck, okay, cool, we give City a point reduction, but it's just going to be 15, which would be crazy because they have 115 charges, but. Again, like I think there would be just that shameless then, because then again, like I said, these two clubs are just that big of a brand in terms of revenue only. Like if that was at Crystal Palace, oh my days, they wouldn't give a fuck. But shout out to all my Crystal Palace fans. I know I even subscribe to a Crystal Palace channel because I know somebody. I think Rich man, shout out to you, bro. But yeah, man, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I don't think anything, as much as I would love to see Manchester City and or Chelsea get relegated, it'd be great just for chaos purposes. Like imagine Lewis's channel if Chelsea got relegated, just to hear the conversations that will go on that day. I'd be there front and center. Same with City, even though they got no fans, it'd still be a great conversation. 100%. A. Solomon says, do you guys think it's fair to relegate Chelsea for mistakes of past owners and considering they snitched on themselves? If you're guilty, you have to hold. So yeah, somebody has to be held accountable.
It's still the club.
Hey, it's the club. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Eddie's like, saying throw the book at everybody.
I need Todd in that high quality jail goulash. That's what I need, goddamn.
Throw the key away, man. I don't care. See, if you want my biased version of me, throw the key away. We see you never again. Send them straight to one around league, man, to the non-league. Let Chelsea and City play against #United. This is what I want to see.
So yeah, and I knew Roman had that hit squad on deck. I knew it.
Come on,
man, a joke in my life, man. But yeah, people, we are gonna close out the show. People, we gonna close out this. Also, how does that look on the Premier League? Who did their due diligence before the takeover? The Premier League don't care about how they look, because if they cared, they would pattern up. That just shows like how they don't do. They don't do anything. How have you got 100? How have they got so much, like 150 plus charges, however many it is, and then we've heard nothing about it since? Is the investigation still ongoing? Have they been found guilty and we're just waiting for a punishment? Have they been cleared? Have Manchester City appealed it? We've not heard anything. Like, how long does it take to like deal with this? We don't hear anything. It's just shrouded in secrecy for whatever reason. The FA they're just incompetent. They show that with VAR. Like, we show that with just basic stuff. Like so a referee does a bad job in the Premier League, so you relegate him to the Championship. How does that make sense for the Championship? How's that fair to the Championship? Like, make that make sense. So he's poor here, so I'm just gonna drop what? It's just nonsense.
To be honest with that point, Fall, it's like,
yeah, go on.
I hope people understand. I'm really joking because United is so fucking terrible. I have to take extraordinary measures for us to actually be somewhat decent again. So, do I honestly believe that City and Chelsea deserve to be relegated? No. Would I absolutely love it if they were? Yes. Am I praying? Am I praying to the high heavens that it happens? Absolutely. But that problem is not as big of a problem as these bum-ass referees who plague our games every weekend. We try and watch and entertain ourselves. So I'm just having a bit of fun here, people. But yeah, I mean, nothing's going to happen to City or Chelsea. Everton, quit fucking crying. Get your weight up. Maybe if you contributed in some way other than just being a Premier League team, this wouldn't be happening to you.
There you go. But yeah,
I said already, man. They scammed up from Richarlison 60 million, so they have to hold up.
But Everton are going to survive easily anyway.
Oh yeah, they'll survive because there is shout out Sean Dyche.
They won't do anything even without it anyway. So like,
because there are three teams that are way worse than them that'll get there just by the way they play. So
they should have come in last season. They would have gone down easily.
But I know, but they didn't, Ryan. So hold that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get relegated. But yeah, run up that.
You know who didn't get a World Cup trophy? India.
That to be like I'm Indian, you know, that's the funniest thing in the world.
I know it.
Quick thought before we OC end. Quick thought. OC. Everton was given their point. Everton was given their point reduction. They're still ahead of Burnley.
Hey, how does a team drop? How does a team get deducted 10 points and they're still above you? And we've played 12 matches.
That's crazy.
Company, man. Company. You're looking at very funny at you.
Couldn't happen. Anybody better. That goddamn Megamind.
I hate that coach. Guy, genuinely.
All right, but yeah, Eddie. Yeah,
color him blue. Color him blue. He looks like Megamind.
This guy's crazy. Go on, Jerry. Go on.
It's the last one before I go, yeah. So say Southgate leaves after Euros, yeah. Would you guys take Pep Guardiola for England manager?
If he would take the job, of course. Why would you not?
With
the attacking
he wouldn't be at City then, innit?
Yeah, if he was like, I'll just run it for the World Cup, which he could be like, I'm staying on my City post, but I'm just gonna run it for the tournament. Yeah, why not? What I'm saying.
Anything to get him out of City, I'm here for.
Yeah.
Same. I love them as manager, man.
But hey, love to everyone who's locked in. Big up you lot. Make sure you continue to support. Run up the likes though. Whether you're watching this live or watching this back, run up the likes. Please hit the subscribe button on the channel. It is road to 9,000 subscribers. We also went over 200 subscribers on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel. So salute to you lot, man. Salute to you lot. We hit 200 subscribers over there. So it's a road to 300 subscribers on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel, where we're live running pro clubs on the AFC career mode. I'm going to start player career mode, GTA. Literally going to get NBA at some point. Maybe, if not next month, probably the start of the year. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure out when it fits into the schedule. That's all it is. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Links underneath in the description, people, as well. Hey, every time, man. It's always good to talk to you, Jeremiah, man. Every single time. We're back today, people. What we got coming up? Mandem United podcast, 4:30 p.m. UK time. So I'll be talking all things Manchester United in regards to the links to Griezmann. There'll probably be ownership news. With Manchester United, there'll probably be something else with Manchester United.
Wait a minute. What do you mean links to Griezmann?
Oh, right. So there's rumors. It's slow. It's international break. But yeah, we got linked to...
What is this, 2018?
Yeah. We got linked to Griezmann, fam. It wasn't no solid source, but it's like people were talking about it. So
we're still talking about Griezmann to United in 2020.
Going on 32, 33, you know, it's crazy.
Snyder.
Oh my God.
Absolute nuts, man. It really is. And then doing the most, which is a slightly earlier time of 11 p.m. people. So doing the most. And because there hasn't been no Premier League football, myself, Jez, Ryan, Ahmed, they're just taking Premier League questions from you lot in particular. So you can ask us about the season in particular. And then, am I doing any NBA tomorrow? I don't think so. You may get a Pro Club stream as well. Just keep a lookout for that. Or some form of stream on Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Make sure you get over to the Twitch. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing as well. That's why I pushed that stream forward to 11 p.m. San Antonio Spurs versus the Los Angeles Clippers. So Spurs Clippers, that is tomorrow, 1 a.m. UK time on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. It's on the upcoming live stream. It's on the schedule on the Twitch anyway, because Twitch has a schedule, people. So you can just go check that out. Very similar to YouTube, unless you know all the shows that are indeed coming up. So yeah, Spurs. So Man United, 4:30 p.m. UK time, right here on the YouTube channel, doing the most at 11 p.m. So slightly earlier, 11 p.m. UK time. And then 1 a.m. UK time over on the Twitch, Spurs versus the Clippers. Watch along. I think Casually are still live. So we're going to raid the Casually Dons, Marshall, and all the Chelsea lot who are over there as well, because I believe they are still live. So yes, we are going to raid them. But love to everyone that's locked in. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube. Already updated it all the way till next week Sunday. So yeah, go on.
Just in all seriousness, thoughts with Roberto Firmino and his family, because his dad passed away yesterday. Yeah. So young as well, at the age of 62, I think it says so. Young as well. So yeah, thoughts are with Firmino and his family at this time as well.
Yeah, geez, I didn't know that. Yeah, man. Prayers up for him and his family, man. Yeah, 100%.
And also, as you good that you remind me of, also, there's prayers up to their kid didn't play for Dortmund, but it was in the Dortmund region where in that 14-year-old under 14s regional league in Dortmund, a kid passed away actually in the tournament after a collision as well. So obviously Dortmund put a post out there, even though he didn't even play for the team. So I thought I was like, yo, that was a really nice touch from Dortmund as well. And obviously rest in peace to those people, to the kid as well, and obviously people that has been affected by it as well. Because it's not nice seeing somebody, dying in general, but in a football pitch, kind of hurt the most probably.
Yeah. That's it, man. For real. R.I.P. man. Jeez, thoughts to his family and loved ones, man. Jeez, it is. And just seeing what you said in the chat, Warrior J, as well, saying Casually not live. So I just send you lot to the Man Name United podcast. But hey, you lot, please just continue to support in the manner in which you have. Don't forget as well, people. Do not forget all the shows on the YouTube channel. All the shows on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel are available on audio only platform. So wherever you get your podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows on the channel will pop up apart from watch-alongs. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, let me know. If there's somewhere you listen to a podcast, audio version, people, and the podcast is not there, let me know, and I'll send the RSS feed over there and get it uploaded. So if there's something you listen to in particular, a particular app, and it's not on there, let me know. But I know most people use those three, and it goes elsewhere as well. So Spotify, make sure you 5-star us and follow us. That's Sarcasm City TV on Spotify. Follow us, 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcast, 5-star us. Leave us a review. SoundCloud as well. Hit us with the follow button. Like I always say, if you want to listen while you're cooking, cleaning, driving, maybe at work, you may be at the gym, maybe you just don't want the YouTube app sucking up all your data, people, or maybe you just prefer to listen to your podcast in audio only fashion. But love, man, good to see all the regulars in the chat, all the new people as well. Big up to everyone who's watching this back. Again, love to everyone who's supporting. We're going to continue to bring you the content, man. Hashtag no days off, people. Hashtag no days off. We're going to keep the content rolling. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Fuck the